All right, guys. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? I wanted to actually just I'm going to watch the training about the new tracker, and while I do that, I might as well just have you guys watch it with me. So I'm going to share my screen, and this is actually in the Beachbody Champions page. If you're not in there, you should be. What's nice is they do have training units in there, so you can be going through them like if you have a outside of the power hour time, if you have a time that's set aside just for training, um, Coach Online Office has a great training. Our own platinum presenters, she has a platinum presenters university that takes you through your first 14 days of the coach. What should you be doing? Um, that's a little bit of a easier transition into coaching. And then the Beachbody Champions. So these three are like my favorite to go to. Um, and actually Platinum Presenters first, then Coach Online off, then Beachbody Champions because it's a little bit easier to go through, and then the Coach Online office. So, anyways, I'm going to show you the Beachbody Champions page. You should already be in there for every week. They do Tuesday and Friday. They do a training in there. Unfortunately, it's at the same time as one of our power hours for the Elevate. But if anytime you want to swap those out, totally okay with me. You're still adding value to your life as a business owner. So I'm going to share my screen right here. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just make sure that, oops. I'm going to make sure that I am also sharing sound. Okay, and share that. There we go. Okay, so here we go. So here is the champions page. Just show you guys in our champions page, Beachbody Champions, right here. Whenever you go in here, I wouldn't just try to scroll through a news feed because there's so many posts and so many people. I would actually, if you're searching for what is most recent as far as training goes, like here, like we have these, our trainings, excuse me, our trainings every week, Tuesday and Friday, Tuesday and Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday. They're going to change this for February. Okay. Um, are right up here so you can be reminded about when and what. Um, so that's a nice little reminder. I go to more. I go to media. Then I go to, okay, let's see what recent posts, what was this one about? This one was about, it's taking forever, but this one was about signing up for Team Cup. There it is, Team Cup, and you'll have 3 days left. Okay, read that, commented if I needed to. This one was about today. There was actually the training today. Just a reminder about that training. Okay, cool. And then you should see the video for that training here, actually. There we go. So this was one they just put up about, there's a new leader conference that's happening right now, and there's going to be announcements coming out from that. So this is about the Chanti program and when it's going to be an early release for us as coaches. This one was what I just showed you, the training call for Friday. I'm going to listen to that later. It's like 18 minutes. And then this one is the one I was talking about earlier today in Marco Polo land. This is the new business activity tracker that is in our Coach Online office. So I'm going to play this and we're going to listen to it together. Maybe.
There we go. All right, let me just turn this down right here, everybody. Sorry about that. I've got a little setup going on here, so I'm hoping that everything works. It's good to see everybody. I'm sorry, again, apologize for the lateness of all of this. We were working on our end to get everything set up and squared away. I am coming to you from the glorious Courtyard Marriott Hotel in Los Angeles. We're down here. We have our NLC event this week, which is something I know a lot of you are attending, and we are, doing it virtually this year with the pandemic and everything coming on. But we'll be doing some great training this week. And if you haven't attended NLC, you've got to make it a goal to get to NLC. So this week, like I talked about last week, we want to jump on here every Thursday and kind of do a bonus week jumpstart. And usually we'll do it in the morning, but today I wanted to do it to coincide with the release of the Success Club System Tracker, the digital Success Club System Tracker. And we will go through the how all of that works. Let me just check on something real quick here. I just want to make sure that we're not having any issues because I'm trying to do all of this kind of like a one-man band over here. Make sure everybody can hear me and that I'm not. All right, good. All right, good. We're squared away. But I want to do it to coincide with the release of that tracker so I could walk you through using that tracker. But first, let's talk about the bonus week jumpstart. Just again, if you're new or if you didn't see last week's, what we do every Thursday in Beachbody, we really have, there's 2 weeks, right? There's the normal week that the whole world uses, and then there's the Beachbody bonus week. The normal week that everybody uses starts on, Sunday or Monday. And our bonus week starts on Thursday. And what that means is from Thursday to Wednesday is the time that the week that we use to calculate commissions. All right, that's why they call it a bonus week. And what we want to do is every Thursday, jump on here, do a quick check-in with you to talk about, hey, how did the previous bonus week go? How are we doing progressing towards our goals? There's some places we'll call out here in just a second about where you want to check on things and some things to measure. And then encourage you as you kind of start now this new Beachbody bonus week to really attack this week with some energy and some enthusiasm and some excitement. And we'll talk about some specific things to do to help you do that. So that's what this is all about. And then as we wrap up towards the end here, we're going to walk through the Success Club System Tracker because that's going to be my level up challenge for you this week. All right. So first, let's talk through some pieces here. How did your last bonus week go? Did you put in that effort? Did you last week, the level up challenge I gave you was to have 200 people on a contact list. Now that's a lot of names, right? How many of you tried and made it? Were you able to do that? Did you use that memory jogger I gave you? Again, I know that's a lot, but I'm trying to push a little bit here. Part of the reason for this jumpstart call with all of you is we understand that when you're just getting started as a coach, one of the biggest things that happens is you might not have all the confidence you need. You might be working and thinking, well, when I get this, or when I've gone through this training, and when I've done these pieces, then I'll be able to talk to people. And I want to let you know, I totally understand that. But the reality of the situation is that you learn to coach by coaching. And you build confidence as you are working towards, or as you gain experience. And so the best way to fill that gap between and to get that confidence that you need is by doing it, which means you're going to be uncomfortable sometimes, which means you're going to struggle sometimes to make that happen. And you're always going to have, more excuses to not do something, to not do the things that you need to do. Those are always easier to find than one big excuse to do it right. One of the things that I grew up, and my dad is a teacher, and I'm the oldest of 7 kids. My parents had 7 kids in 10 years, and my dad was a teacher. And so in my house, there was always a lot more month than money. And so my dad, in addition to his teaching job, he always had another part-time job, and he did a direct selling business on the side. And so I grew up doing it. And for us, the direct selling business wasn't, about huge lifestyle, amazing houses or things like that. It was paying for school clothes. It was, playing for T-ball and doing some of these other things in life. And I know when I think about my dad, I am sure that there would have been every reason in the world why he couldn't talk to people, while he couldn't promote his business. And people would have understood it. They would have patted him on the back. The time commitments and all the things and the obstacles I'm sure that he had to overcome were huge, and he could have not done it. But he had one bigger reason to do it. And so he did it. And he made it work for us, and he made it work for him. Again, all the reasons to not do something will be there. The confidence, all the inexperience and the unsurety or the negative feedback, that's always going to happen. But you have to push through that. You have to fill that gap between where you are now and where you want to be with the experience and that comes through the activities of doing the business, because as you do that, that's how you build confidence, and that's how you get the results that you want. And as we look at this next bonus week, okay, starting today, going till next Thursday, what are you going to do? How can we do this? How can you take meaningful steps in that? My challenge to you is hopefully you've got some kind of an accountability forum or group starting in February. We got Team Cup coming. You need to have something that you can be inviting people to join in February. You need to be on a Team Cup team. What can you do in the next 3 days to close the month out strong? And what can you do for this bonus week to get one or two more people into that group? What can you do to get a couple more people into that group this next bonus week? What can you do to start off your Team Cup experience strong? Okay. And so I'm going to share with you some ideas today on how to do that. But that's going to be my challenge to you, is going to be able to do that. All right. And to push through those excuses. I know that you can do it. And I know that you're going to get all that confidence and the things that you need. You just have to take the action. All right. So use that contact list. If you followed the Level Up Challenge last week and you got those list of names, you're already working from those people. Follow up with those people, talk with those people. If you haven't done that yet, work from a list. It's the easiest thing to do to start. Take out a piece of paper. I know that might seem foreign to some of you, so get out your phone if you need to, right? But type a list of names of people that you can talk to, who think you might have similar health and fitness goals as you can, or things that would enjoy being in an accountability group with you, and reach out to them. Share what you're excited about. Talk to them about what you're trying to do. Don't make inviting feel too heavy. Just be excited about, or share the things you're excited about, and tell them you want them to do it with you. All right. And get one or two more people into your February group this next bonus week. I know that you can do it. Now, to help you do it, here's the Level Up Challenge for this bonus week. Okay. Just like last week we had the list, here's the Level Up Challenge for this week. It is really simple. I want you to get 100% completion in this bonus week on your Success Club System Tracker, the digital version. Now, if you want to keep using the paper version, that's totally fine. But I'm going to invite all of you to use the digital version, the beta version of the Success Club System Tracker this week. And I can promise you, if you complete those tasks on that tracker 100%, if you do it with passion and with sincerity, if you do it with drive, and if you just believe in yourself, if you're struggling with confidence, to just take some of those actions, you're going to see some results that are going to surprise you. And I want to have you share them with us next week when we come back here to kick off another bonus week. So to help you do that, literally the beta version of this digital tracker just released like minutes ago. So that's what I've been waiting for. And so now what I'm going to do is share my screen real quick, and I'm going to show you how it works. All right. I'm going to do the first walkthrough. I'm going to do real quick through a desktop, and then I'm going to flip over and try to see if I can make it work on my phone so you can see that as well. So let me do that real quick. All right. And forgive me here if my setup is a little different. Okay, there we go. Make sure everybody's squared away. Okay. So let me share my screen. All right. There we go. So this right here is just kind of a dummy account for the coach office. So you can see kind of what we're looking at here. All right. So to get to this Success Club System Tracker, you need to log into the coach office. All right. If you're new and you're not sure how to do that, we sent you an email when you enrolled, and basically whatever email you used to sign up and the password you gave us, that's how you log into the coach office. You go to coach.teambeachbody.com. You can see it right up here in the URL, and you can log into the coach office with that email and password that you gave us when you created your account. To get to the tracker, okay, you click on Grow My Business, and then right here, a brand new thing says Daily Activity Tracker. Drum roll, please. Super excited about this. We've been working on this for a while and excited to get the beta version out to you. Now, maybe you're wondering, if you're new, well, what is the tracker? Well, as a coach, we have identified the key behaviors that successful coaches do consistently to see success. We call them the vital behaviors, all right? And the vital behaviors, then, we've worked really hard in analyzing and talking to successful coaches, and we say, what are the specific activities that you do each day with each of these vital behaviors to see success? And we gathered all that information together, and we put those key activities into a tracker that you can use every single day to track your activities and to make sure you stay focused on doing the most important things as you work through the vital behaviors. So when you click on the tracker, it comes right to this page right here. Now you'll see across the top a couple things, all right? First of all, date range. It defaults to the current date range, but you can also click on that and check previous date ranges if you want. So if you want to look at previous, as you start to use this every week, you can look at previous weeks and see what you did, all right? So let me show you this real quick, okay? So if I come over here, oops, sorry, let me click off of that. So it starts with, let me get some of these things out of here so I can show you how this works, sorry. There we go. All right. As you can tell, I was playing with it right before I jumped on. So across the top here, there's 4 tabs: be proof the products work, connect, invite, follow up, get people results, and do personal development. Those are the 4 vital behaviors. Those of you that are used to using the paper version of this tracker are kind of familiar with it, right? So under be proof the products work, for example, there are 2 key activities that you need to do every single day. So as you go through and you do these activities, you put a check mark. Say, I did that. I did my workout, right? And I drank my Shakeology. And you'll notice as you check it, you get a green progress bar that's growing across the top of that tab. And when it's complete, you'll know I did all my activities for that vital behavior that day. You'll also see over here, okay, it starts to count up the percentage of the activities that you've done in total for that day. So right now, so far I've done 20. If I go to connect, invite, and follow up, there's a handful of things right there, right? Initiate connections and expand your network. Now watch what happens when I click it. Boom, green progress bar, okay? Now I'm gonna click this next one. Watch what happens to the 30% right over here. I click on that, oh, it increased. I'm getting closer to filling it out, right? And as I'm going through and doing these trackers, these activities, right, it keeps growing. Now I wanna highlight one thing real quick here. Let's say, for example, that we wanna do, let's look at inviting, okay? So I'm gonna come over here. Let's say I'm working on my invite check mark, and we suggest at least 15 minutes doing that. All right. One of the things we know from coaches is sometimes it's easy to lose track of time or get distracted. So let's say I want to do 15 minutes of this. Up here in this corner right here now is a timer. All right. So you can say you click the play button and it starts timing. 1, 2, and you know, okay, great. I'm going to do this until that hits at least 15 minutes, right? And so I'll pop over to Facebook or I'll pull out my phone. You know, doing Instagram messages, whatever I'm going to be doing, sending invites, sending some text messages, following up on whatever I need to do during that time as I'm inviting people. And I've got this right here, which allows me to track that, right? Track that time to make sure I'm getting that in. All right. I can pause it and then reset it. Bam. Okay. I'm ready to go on to the next one. Okay. So we can see that really, really slick, really, really easy. Okay. Let's fill all those out. Great. I'm at 59%. Get people results, right? I've got some things I need to do here, okay? And I'm getting closer and closer, and I did my personal development, bam. I now completed the tracker, and I got a green check mark. Now, that brings me to what I'd like you guys to do this week. The challenge this week, the level up challenge that I'm giving everyone on the Champions page is to log into your coach office, go to the tracker, and get a green check mark next to every day this week. Okay, between now and next bonus week, to do every single activity that is on that tracker every single day and get those green check marks. Get those green check marks next to every single day. Set that as a goal for yourself. Do that, and I promise you, you're going to like the results that it gives you. Okay, so that's the level up challenge. A couple other things I want to highlight here. On the left-hand side, if you click on dashboard, we got a really cool little dashboard here that will start to help you see, track your Success Club point or your Success Club qualification. So as you're helping people, as you're doing the activities on the tracker, it will start to count up your Success Club points. And this little dial right here, once you get to at least 5 points, it turns green. And if you get up closer to 10 points, it turns even a cooler shade of green to let you know that you've qualified for Success Club. So we want to get that dial to green. We want to make sure that we are you know, qualifying for Success Club, and that will help you do that. Also, take just a second right here in this section. It says my motivation. This is a place for you to write your why, your purpose behind what you're doing. So take a second, click on the little pencil, and you can go ahead right here and just type in what your why is, what your purpose is. What are you trying to achieve? Okay, is it building a healthier community for yourself, keeping yourself more accountable as you work to help keep other people accountable? Is it to cover the cost of your groceries or maybe a car payment? I don't know what it is, but what's the purpose that does this? Just like I told you about my dad, there's always going to be reasons to not do something and to not have confidence to do something. But all it takes is one bigger reason to do it, to take those steps forward and to earn that confidence that you're looking for. Okay. All right. Let me jump back in here real quick. So that's the dashboard. The last thing I want to show up are these other 2 pieces here on the left. First, the Shakeology follow-up. As you get new customers and people using Shakeology, this guide is designed to help you know what to say when you follow up with them. If you've never seen the Success Club System Tracker before, if you're new, this is a great tool for you to help your customers make sure that they're drinking their Shakeology and having a great experience with it. So it says in the first couple of weeks, here are some of the questions you need to be asking them, right? And then if you click the plus sign, it expands that out. If you ask them, are they drinking it daily? If they say yes, we want you to celebrate it and encourage them to keep going. If they say no, well, it gives you some ideas on things that you can ask, right? Is it a flavor issue? Things like that, all right? So look through this section. Finally, the last piece I'm going to show you is as you're going through and doing the activities that is on the tracker, right? Each one of these things that are on the tracker, if you find yourself struggling with some of them, or maybe not getting some of the results that you wish that you could be getting, we've curated some amazing training from some of the top coaches in the network to help you, okay? So if I click on the training and support, the training here is organized in the 4 vital behaviors, just like the tracker, right? And each one of those is a key training that goes along with that vital behavior. Now, the cool thing is, let's say you click on it, right? It brings up the training right in front of you. So you can watch the training really quick, okay? Watching it, let me just kind of do it right here. See if I can do that. I know it's probably not gonna be the best thing to watch on Vimeo, but it goes through that information for you, right? And then when you're done, it puts a green check mark there to help you keep track of the trainings that you've already watched, all right? So I know you're going to love that, you guys. I know you're going to love that. Now, the cool thing about the tracker is I just showed you the desktop version, but it also works amazingly well on a mobile device, right? On any other device. And I'm going to show you real quick. I don't have to go into the same level of detail because I just walked you through it. It's the same thing, but just on a device. So I'm going to try to share my screen here on my phone. Okay. We'll see if this works. Hopefully it does. If not, this will be awkward, but we'll figure it out. Okay, sharing my screen now. Okay, let's go over here. All right, it worked. Okay, so here we are. Now, this is the tracker on your phone. You'll notice across the top is those same options, right? We have our dashboard. Okay, there's the same information you just saw there. Okay, I can scroll back and look through all of that. But we also then have our tracker, okay? You can see the tracker here. You can look at the different days, the percentages of completion underneath it. So for example, you watch, let's do this again, right? I worked out, I put a check mark in there, bam, look at my progress, 10%. I drank my shake. My bar is growing, all right, I got that. I'm looking down at connect, fight, and follow up. I don't have that working quite yet. I've got to get some work done. All right, so let's say I'm gonna initiate connections and expand my network. I'm gonna start talking to people. I gotta do that for 20 minutes. So I click the play button, and there goes my timer. My timer's starting to count. I'm gonna go now over to Facebook or social media and start doing that. And then I come back here and that's working. Bam, I put a check mark in it. I'm good to go, right? And I can just keep working through that whole process just like we did, okay, on the version I showed you on the desktop, okay? Shakeology follow-up guide, same exact experience as you saw on the desktop version, okay? And then here's the training and support. You'll notice it's keeping track of the trainings I took, even though I put them on my desktop, it shows up on my phone, okay? And I can simply open those up and I can start watching those trainings directly from my phone. And when I close out, it takes me right back into the tracker itself, all right? Super, super cool, you guys. Super, super excited to have this be. Let me just stop sharing so that I can come back to you. There we go. Super, super awesome. I want you guys to do that right now. I want you to get your coaches on it. I want you to shout it from the rooftops, get your teams involved, log into Coach Office, go play around with the tracker. And again, the level up challenge for this week is get green check marks next to every single day between now and next week. And with the objective, okay, of adding at least 1 or 2 more people to your group that you're going to be running either now or the one that you'll start next month, right? You guys, great time to be a coach. Make sure you're getting on those Team Cup teams. Let's have a great bonus week this week. Look at those pieces, the things that you did well this week, the ways that you can improve, and let's step into it and let's make it happen. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye now.
All right. So I do love that. I like that we won't be using as much paper, like if you're actually using the tracker sheets, it's like 1 a day, right? So, I mean, my plan was to create that book for you guys eventually for our team specifically and have things that are unique to our team that make us the True Bliss Legacy leaders, like elevating ourselves first and elevating others next. So this kind of takes out that section of it because it's going to be on all in your own. I plan on downloading it or saving it as onto my desktop of my phone. So I could just click on it and open it from my phone if I'm on my phone, and from my computer if I'm on my computer. But it's kind of nice if you're at your computer, because then you can work on your phone, kind of frees you up that way. And the timer is right there and you can work on your phone. So I kind of like that. But anyways, wanted to share that with you guys. Felt that was a little bit easier than you trying to hunt for it in the challenge, in the champions page. But yeah, I'm really going to try to use this. I'm going to try to play with it today and try to get those green check marks for a week practice with it going right into February. If you have questions, let me know. I'm learning this new thing right along with you. But what's nice is that everything's right there. If you have a question about anything, it's right there. You just watch a video about it, a training about it, and then do it, right? So take the reins, learn. I am still here for questions, but a lot of the time, guys, when you ask me a question, I go look it up the same way you would. So it's kind of cool if you are already doing that, because you're gonna have to do that with people you bring on board too, right? So FAQs, if you don't know where that is, in your Coach Online office, there is your FAQ section. And that has so much information in there, guys, that I know we reach out and we ask questions, but a lot of it's already there. And then YouTube University, also a lot of things can be answered there. And then Google University, a lot of things can be answered there. So taking those reins and just making it happen. If you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. And I know we all want it. So that's it for today. Let me know when you've watched this, and let's all at least get it set up and be ready to try it. Like today actually starts Thursday, it starts that new week, right? So really we're into that new, if you look at your business activity tracker, it starts with Thursday. So really, if you want to get a full weekend, we'll be starting today with it. But for our mind's sake, we can kind of play with it over the weekend and then really try to check off those days on Monday during the business hour. Okay, questions, let me know. Bye.